About 20 years ago when I started riding mountain bikes, my dad got me a toolbox. It was a Stanley Magnum 24-inch toolbox. You know, the plastic ones, you crack open the lid, there's the trays inside, chuck everything in. And I've just collected loads of tools over the 20 years I've been riding mountain bikes. I feel like it's time for an upgrade. But I'll show you the current setup. Come with me, I'll show you where we're going. So this is Rico, my van, custom converted camper for mountain biking. Bike goes in here, helmet up there, a nice wee helmeter thing, coaching backpack, spares, oils, lubes, wet kit goes there, toolbox lives here. But when it's in here, you can't get at the tools without having to pull the whole thing out. To get the tools, open it up, they're all loose in here, you gotta fish through, try and find the right ones. Big bit under there as well. This isn't good enough. So, when I was thinking about what to do, I got an idea from my friend Taj, who runs Flotec Suspension, a mountain bike suspension tuning company down the road. He's got a rad toolbox. Actually, let's just show you that. This will make more sense when I show you his toolbox. Nice toolbox. Thanks. So I want to do a budget version of that. I bought a cheap tray toolbox. I got this. Halfords, 3 tray with a flip top. It was £25. It was cheap. Then I got, now this was the expensive bit, Kaizen Foam. This stuff is layered foam. It's glued together. And what this allows you to do is you can cut out shapes and pick out the layers at different depths. That is the difference between other tool foams that you can get. The other ones are just one density and it's really hard to do it at different depths. So this was expensive, but I reckon it's going to make this tool chest so much better. So the other things we're going to need, if we have a look down here, we need this, which is a special little long nose pen for drawing around the tools. One of these fully extendable blades, measuring tape, and then these I've got to work together. This is a bit of copper pipe and a blowtorch. I'm not going to tell you what this is for. You'll wait and see what that's for. And yeah, a little lighter to get this bad boy going. First thing I need to do is cut this foam to the size of the trays. When measuring, you don't need to be too accurate. I'd recommend you lean towards making it too big, as you can always trim more off. And while millimeter accuracy isn't super important, you definitely want to use some measuring tape, as this foam is expensive and you do not want to have to buy more of it if you get the measurements way off. Now we gotta cut it out, so I'm gonna try and make sure I cut as straight as possible. Oh dear, I wouldn't say that's the straightest cut in the world. Whoops. Anyway, let's see if this fits. You want to have the foam sitting a few millimeters below the edge of the tray. This leaves a bit of room for the tools to stick up. Almost. So it's a little too deep, so I'm just going to peel off a layer. You got to do it with the fingers and just kind of like slide it along. And it's not like insanely accurate, because what happens is it just rips between the layers of glue. But this edge is going to go in the bottom, so you won't be able to see it if it's a bit rough. Okay, that fits. So I'm going to do this for all the trays and the lid, and I'll be right back with you. Right, it's all fully lined. I've even put some up in the lid so I can actually cut out bits and put tools in there as well. What I need to do now is I need to choose all the tools I want to put in it. Get rid of the crap stuff, just put the good stuff. Okay, so I've sort of organised everything into their own sections. I'll show you. So we got Spanners and sockets, we got our screwdrivers, we got our pliers and snips, Allen keys, tire levers, all that kind of stuff, all the bigger tools, hammers, files, punches, all that kind of thing. Top shelf on the toolbox is going to be the most common tools, and then it's just going to work its way down. So yeah, I'm just going to start laying things out and let's just go for it. At this stage, you want to just play about with the different arrangements. I recommend keeping about an inch between each tool, which lets you get your fingers in when picking out each item. This is where the long nose marker comes into play. Use this, you draw a round. When cutting out the tool shapes, try and stay within the lines you drew and don't cut too deep to begin with. You can always cut more out if you need to. Ooh, fitting in there, lovely. So now, this is where this comes in. So, if I take this, heat it up with this. My aim is to melt little finger holes, because you can see it's quite flush in there. So to be able to get your fingers in to pluck all the bits out easily, you can make little indentations. Let's see if this will work. If you choose to melt finger holes, please be careful and do this in a well ventilated room. I gassed myself with plastic fumes. After doing the first one, you'll start to get a feel for it. Just dive in, lay them out and start cutting. Be patient though and just try to enjoy the process. If you're anything like me, you'll find this insanely satisfying. Hot tip, cut out all the shapes, then melt in the finger holes, all in a row. You can do it much quicker this way. We're getting there. Check this out. Oh yeah! I can't describe how excited this makes me. Why did I do this sooner? Right, so I've got loads more tools to put in. I'm leaving room for more tools because I'm probably going to realise, oh, there's loads more things I want to get. So I'm just going to work my way through, fill it up, and I'll show you when it's done. The top section of this toolbox was the deepest, so all the biggest tools were assigned to this spot. Welcome to Ben Hammer Reviews. Today we're pitting the claw hammer against the lump. Which is best? They both suck. When cutting out more complicated shapes, sometimes different sections of the cutout need to be deeper. Look at the tools from the side to see which parts you need to cut deeper. For small round tools like these sockets, I just heated them up with a blowtorch and melted some holes. Not perfect, but pretty flippin' good. So that's it all organised, but one of the things about having them in different drawers, it can be a little hard to remember where each tool is. So my girlfriend Tina bought me a little bit of a joke present the other day for our anniversary. It's a label maker. Joke's on her, this is going to be really useful. This step is clearly a bit excessive, but hey, you're watching a video on how to make a custom toolbox, so I've left a link for you for that label maker in the description. You're welcome. Now for a couple finishing touches. Let's get this Halford sticker off. Then finally we'll replace it with something a little cooler. It's done, the toolbox is done. Custom made with Kaizen Foam. I flippin' love it. Go on, let's have a closer look at it. So that is Hightower's tidy toolbox done and dusted. So this is my custom mountain biking toolbox. If you want to do this, you can do this any way you want. It's Kaizen Foam, any slide and draw toolbox. I'll leave a link down in the description to different products you can use to do the same thing I've done. But then you're free to just go wild, do what you want. If you have any suggestions of tools I should check out, tools I should put in this, different ways you would have done it, let me know down in the comments. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the like button, let me know you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you in my next video. See you next week. Bye. Oh, such a cool toolbox. It's all there. I love it. I'm gonna go and work on my bike now.